Greetings! Thank you for checking out Propel 2.10, our new release as of December of 2015. What I'm showing you here is our flagship new feature, which is Universal Search. This allows you to seamlessly search across offerings from your catalog of service, support, and knowledge. What I'm going to do here is actually click on a virtual compute offering. This is a cloud offering from Helion MPC. What you're seeing here is some enhancements that we've made to our dependent dynamic options. What you're seeing is these fields dynamically generated, and we've also added the ability to do dynamic pricing based on the fields. I've also showed you some of the validation that's occurring with the catalog, and as we fill out this offering, I'll go ahead and fulfill it, and it's going to be fulfilled on our enterprise services environment when we send this thing in. I'm going to continue shopping so I don't actually use up compute resources during our demo today. From the shopping experience, what we're going to look at here is a new feature that we brought into Propel 2.10, which allows us to interact with service offerings once they've actually been fulfilled. We've always been able to do this with support offerings, and in 2.10 we can now do this with service offerings as well. I'm going to go ahead and configure this laptop. I'll add it to our shopping cart. I'm going to remove that compute, like I said, so we don't actually use up some resources. This is plugged into a live system. And I'm going to subscribe to this laptop, which is going to send a service request over to Service Manager. And let's go ahead and view the status here. You can see here that it's submitted, and I can now actually interact with IT operators on the back end. Propel has the capability of interacting with many different fulfillment engines, and in this particular example, I'm sending those requests to the IT operators of the Service Manager instance that we've got here. Another capability that we've improved over time here is the ability to view the status of an order. I can see for whom a service request is pending, and like I showed you, interact with those offerings here as well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you the support catalog, which we call Request Support out of the box. What you can see here is actually a cool new feature called My Services, but I'll come back to that in a moment. Before we do that, we're just going to open up a generic support ticket against a printer. What this demonstrates is our ability to, again, show that front door to IT. We're bringing both service support knowledge into that one catalog, and in this example, I'm going to go ahead and just open up a support ticket against a printer. You can go ahead and see here that I'm going to fill this thing in. Naturally, my printer being broken is a critical event, and we'll go ahead and get support here. Now what this is going to do is submit the ticket over to the Service Exchange, and the Service Exchange is going to process this and open up a ticket, and in this case the ticket, I believe, is being routed to Service Anywhere. One of the great things about Propel is I don't actually know or care what the back end is. Naturally, once I've opened that, I can interact with the ticket and do things to it. Now what I'm going to show you here is a ticket that I've already opened, and we can see what it's like to interact with an operator on the back end. Now this is a new feature with 2.10 I'm particularly excited about. It's called My Services. It allows me to connect service with support offerings. So this is really cool. I've subscribed to a virtual compute, as you can see up there. Now when I go and open up a ticket against that, it pre-populates the form with the information that I've mapped from the subscription that was generated from the service offering to the support offering here. This makes it really easy for me to open up a support ticket against a server, for example. You can do this with any asset that we've fulfilled using the Propel portal. This is a really cool feature. It makes it easy to get support for the items that I've requested from IT here. All right, I'm going to briefly jump back over to the Universal Search experience that we have inside the support catalog. And what you can see here is the default capability is showing knowledge articles. What we're really trying to do here is guide users to self-support. Naturally, we want to make the experience nice so that users can find the questions and answers to their problems, while at the same time potentially reducing the amount of IT problems that are coming into the desk. Next, I'd like to show you some additional capabilities that we added in 2.10 around subscriptions. So as I mentioned earlier, we've added the ability to bring in new cloud offerings into Propel. And naturally, once you've fulfilled a cloud offering, you need to interact with it. So in this example, I've fulfilled a virtual compute, and I'm going to go ahead and attach some virtual storage. What you're seeing here is the ability to interact with these subscriptions after they've been fulfilled. So in this example, I've gone ahead and fulfilled a virtual machine, and now I'm going to attach some storage to that machine. And what you're seeing here is some really cool capability around those subscription actions. But the other thing that I'm showing here is the fact that we've linked together service and support. And again, by clicking on that My Services capability, which we've blended into that user experience, I can go directly into opening up a ticket against that resource that I fulfilled. And in this example, what you're seeing is the ability to create an offering from the Helion MPC environment, fulfill that offering, interact with it, and then open up a ticket against that specific resource with the details of that ticket already filled in. This is a really powerful feature and really streamlines that entire end-to-end experience for your end users. Well, that's a brief look at the new features that we brought to the consumption experience for Propel 2.10. We hope you enjoy it. We're really excited about this release, and I appreciate you spending some time with me today. Thanks a lot.